Hi everyone, and greetings once again from Radio Wasteland Records. It is time for a quick peek into some of the new releases headed to an independent record store near you. Just the highlights though, as way too many coming out at any given week for us to get into too deeply. If you have something in mind that you heard might be coming out, feel free to contact us here at the store, visit our website, and check out our email link, and we will look it up and get some information for you. But otherwise, let's dive right in and take a look at some of the releases headed our way for Friday, the 16th of February, 2024. On the new release front, we've got a couple of very interesting ones, including something brand new from Grandaddy. This one is called Blue Wave, B-L-U-W-A-V. We're going to get the spelling correctly on that. Brand new release from the legendary indie rock band Grandaddy. Our description says that as a prolific storyteller, Jason Lytle is inspired by everything from the overwhelming beauty of nature to the mundane moments that spark life's strongest memories. So with this new album, Blue Wave, it's meant to be a literal mashup of bluegrass and new wave. This could prove very interesting. This new collection, the description continues, has a distinct feel, a uniform vibe, and a somewhat unexpected sound. Well, I guess as a combo between bluegrass and new wave, that would. There are two versions to choose from, according to our distributor sites, the first being a clear blue vinyl version, that one listing for about $26. And then they have an indie exclusive version of Blue Wave, this one being described as a pink, red, and blue vinyl. So I don't know if that's a splatter or a swirl or a split. They just don't go into too much detail on that. But Blue Wave, new stuff from Grandaddy, the indie exclusive version listing for $26 as well. Brand new stuff also on the way from Blackberry Smoke. It's called Be Right Here. Our description says that they're being hailed as the reigning heavyweight champions of Southern rock, no depression in parentheses. The Atlanta-based quintet Blackberry Smoke is back with their 8th studio album, Be Right Here. A black vinyl version of this listing for about $25. And they have an indie exclusive on gold-colored vinyl. That one also listing for $25. Actress/singer Jennifer Lopez is back with a new album as well. This is called This Is Me Now, coming on green-colored vinyl. The description says that she now shares the real story of her life, a piece of her soul, and she's doing it in her own style. So Jennifer Lopez's long-awaited musical experience, This Is Me Now, on that green-colored vinyl, listing for about $28. And another one of those, well, it could be reimagined, could be just remastered. The description doesn't quite tell us. But this looks like a fun one coming from the Fuzztones. This is called Friends and Fiends, and it's coming on orange vinyl from Cleopatra Records. Our description simply states it is a fiendishly eclectic collection of recent mixes and recordings, so I'm reading that as recent mixes and recent recordings from the kings of retro garage rock, the Fuzztones. This one features a murderer's row of legendary musical figures helping out, such as Screamin' Jay Hawkins, The Grassroots, Ann Margaret, Blue Cheer, Sonny Burgess, and more. So some of the songs on here, collaborations with the likes of the Grassroots, Blue Cheer and Ann Margaret, as we mentioned, Screamin' Jay Hawkins. I see Mark Lindsay on here, The Association, Clarence Frogman Henry, Junior Wells, and then just some Fuzztone stuff on their own. So I would probably take this with a grain of salt that it is going to be some re-recorded versions, some hashed together stuff from different productions, including these other artists, but it still could be kind of cool. So Friends and Fiends on orange vinyl from the Fuzztones, coming in at a list price of $28. Lots of cool stuff on the reissue front for the 16th of February as well. Kicking it off with a brand new mix by Steven Wilson of a great prog rock album. This is The Missing Piece, the Steven Wilson remix from Gentle Giant. Originally released in 1977, this was Gentle Giant's 9th studio album, and it was a time of change for the band. Punk, disco, and rap were altering the musical landscape, and this well-established prog rock band were willing to explore new directions themselves. So now Steven Wilson of Porcupine Tree fame and lots of other great prog rock remixes under his belt has taken this one on, and so we get The Missing Piece, the Steven Wilson remix on 180-gram black vinyl, listing for about $25, and there is also a green transparent vinyl version of this one as well, that one listing also for $25. Another reissue from Kate Bush. This is The Dreaming, the Escapologist edition is what they're calling this. The description says that this is a special presentation vinyl edition of The Dreaming, Kate's chart-topping 1982 album. So the Escapologist edition description represents the album with totally new artwork, which has been designed by Glasgow-based Timoris Beasties. I hope I'm saying that right. So with the new illustrated artwork for the front, rear, and inner sleeves, picking up the same theme as the original Escape of Harry Houdini artwork, this should be a fun one for Kate Bush fans as well. So the Dreaming Escapologist edition from Kate Bush coming in at a list price of about $45. We're getting another pressing of Jim Croce's Lost Time in a Bottle, a double LP. This one coming on purple colored vinyl and listing for about $37. Kind of an overview of the greatest hits from the brilliant yet short career of Jim Croce. Here is an interesting reissue. It is the Bell Records story coming on green vinyl from Davy Jones. Davy Jones, of course, of Monkees fame. The description says that this is a limited 180-gram transparent green colored vinyl pressing housed in a gatefold jacket. And it's a lavish reissue of Davy Jones' self-titled album remastered with 6 bonus tracks. This one, by the way, was originally released in late 1971. So the Bell Records story by Davy Jones coming on that green colored vinyl, listing for about $35. From Elemental Records, we're getting a reissue of Lord of Lords from Alice Coltrane. Originally released in 1973, Lord of Lords was Coltrane's final album for the Impulse label. This one coming on black vinyl and listing for about $34. If you need to get your weird on, we've got one from Sun Ra. This is Outer Spaceways Incorporated, coming on gold-colored vinyl. Our description says that this is Sun Ra's orchestra at its most radical throughout the time period that this was recorded, alternating simple chants with very outside playing and dense ensembles. And although no precise date is given, these 5 cuts are thought to have been documented and recorded during the 1967-68 era. Outer Spaceways Incorporated from Sun Ra, coming on gold-colored vinyl and listing for about $28. A pair of reissues from Run DMC on the docket for the 16th as well. First up is the self-titled Run DMC coming on Sony Import. It is a limited edition on red-colored vinyl from the hip-hop pioneers, originally released in 1984. List price on the self-titled Run DMC red vinyl is $39. And then we also have a reissue scheduled of Down with the King, also from the Sony Import label. This one a double LP coming on white-colored vinyl. This one listing a little heavier, coming in at a suggested list price of $43. Switching gears to the metal side, we've got 5 reissues coming from Halloween. I'll go through these kind of quickly. I know there's 4 pictured, but we're missing an image on one of them. We have got the Dark Ride scheduled coming on blue and white colored vinyl, a double LP listing at $38. Halloween's My God Given Right, also a double LP. This one, coming on clear black vinyl, listing also for $38. Rabbit, Don't Come Easy. We don't have that one pictured here, but that is coming on white and purple blue colored vinyl. I think that might be kind of a swirl color or splatter vinyl, also listing for $38. Then we've got Gambling with the Devil coming on red, orange, and black vinyl, also a double LP and also listing for $38. And finally, Halloween's Keeper of the 7 Keys, The Legacy. This one also a double LP and again listing for $38. By the way, again, that one, Keeper of the 7 Keys, coming on red, orange, and white vinyl. So as always, when they release multiple releases from an artist on the same week, reissues-wise, it'll be a miracle if they all make it in time, but hey, you never know. Also on the heavy metal side, we've got a 40th anniversary edition of Show No Mercy coming from Slayer. The description says that Show No Mercy's 40th anniversary edition assaulted the world with a new hybrid of metal and punk, heavier, faster, and darker than the rest, and set a new standard for defining not only the genre, but an attitude. Again, always the lofty descriptions. Now celebrating its 40th anniversary, Show No Mercy, the debut studio album from the metal thrash master Slayer, originally released in 1983. This edition will be unleashing 2 unique pieces of vinyl for fans, a limited edition blood-filled liquid vinyl, limited to just 250 copies worldwide, and the Show No Mercy 40th Anniversary Edition vinyl set that includes a gold black dust LP mastered for vinyl from the original master tapes as well. So this big package comes with a slip mat, a poster, show flyers, a photo card, and a booklet featuring the story of Show No Mercy as well. No details on the blood-filled vinyl. If you're looking for that one, contact us here at the store and we'll try to get some info on that. But the bigger 40th Anniversary Edition, the expanded one with all the goodies, coming in at a suggested list price of $66. And sometimes the album cover makes it, and that's the case for this one. I just dig this. I'm not too familiar with Apocalypse Hoboken, other than they're a punk group. But here's a reissue of House of the Rising Sun, S-O-N, of a bitch, coming on silver-colored vinyl. Love the AC/DC-themed cover on this one. Coming from Cleopatra Records, this is Chicago's notorious 90s punk rock pranksters, and you can now see their 1988 album finally reissued on vinyl. So this one coming in, as I mentioned, on that silver-colored vinyl with a list price of about $28. And finally, I'm going to tread softly on this one because the subtitle makes it a little problematic by today's standards. This is a reissue called 60s Japanese Garage Psych Sampler, coming from Cosmic Rock Records. Our description says that this is a late 60s Japanese compilation investigating the so-called group sound movement. It includes early recordings by a series of musicians who would later perform with legendary bands such as Flower Travelin' Band, Speed Glue, and the Denudes, and Food Brain, featuring stuff from Golden Cups, Dynamite, Outcast, Carnabeats, The Tempters, The Beavers, The Bunnies, Mops, Spiders. Like, goes on and on and on this. A lot of interesting sounding 60s Japanese garage psych samplers. This one coming in at a list price of $29. So we'll just kind of go with that. But that could be some very interesting stuff indeed. And that is a quick check of some of the vinyl releases coming out, all scheduled for the 16th of February, 2024. If you're local here to the Radio Wasteland universe, you can contact us and we will put in a pre-order for you. Not local, head over to our website anyway, and you can connect with us. Just visit us at radiowastelandrecords.com. And as always, please make sure you hit that like button, comment, subscribe, do all the stuff that YouTube likes you to do so we can keep bringing you this, well, wonderfully interesting content like 60s Japanese garage psych samplers and blood-filled records and all. Until next time, this is Jim from Radio Wasteland Records. Thanks again for being here.